Hey CCS, this is Matt Eisenberg, your head of schools, and I want to thank you for joining us again for a few minutes as we continue to talk about our Georgia Goal Scholarship campaign this fall. I'm joined today by our coordinator for student accounts, Ms. Tiffany Wilson. And as we've been doing, we're just taking a few questions that have come our way to kind of help folks understand the process of Georgia Goal and also why it's a great advantage for you to participate, not only for our school, but for yourselves as Georgia taxpayers. So a couple of questions. Tiffany, one, I'm going to start with you. In your role with accounts, how have scholarship funds for Georgia Goal really impacted students that are able to come in from, say, public school for the first time? And the follow up to that is how does that allow us to help those students, but then help differently, perhaps, students that are already here at CCS?
So, having Georgia Goal allows us to assist families who are eligible, but then it also allows us to open the door for more assistance for those families who may not be eligible for the Georgia Goal Scholarship.
Okay. And is it a relatively smooth process once you qualify for Georgia Goal? How does that kind of work?
So, for families, I feel like the process is very smooth. They apply for financial aid through their FACS account, and then CCS is able to determine the family's need and their eligibility. But then we're also able to determine where those funds may come from. Where the funds come from do not impact the family in any way.
Okay, great.
Another question that we hear often is, does Georgia Goal have a negative impact on local schools or public schools?
So that's a great question. And, in Henry County, we have a lot of really great public schools. I want to go on the record and make sure everybody understands. Georgia Gold does not have any negative impact on tax monies that would normally go to public schools. Georgia Gold is funded through and it's capped at about $120 million a year by the state of Georgia House that has basically said, we're going to just make this a pot of money that private schools can apply. Private schools can apply through family members who are taxpayers to contribute that money to the private school of their choice. So it doesn't take away from other monies that are allocated for public schools. It doesn't dip into anybody else's, funds, if you will. It is solely set aside by the state of Georgia for taxpayers to allow to be able to contribute to the school of their choice.
Perfect.
And we're, of course, hoping that the school of your choice would be Community Christian School. And so thank you for joining us today for these few minutes and these few questions. And we'll continue to be informing you on our campaign as we go throughout. Thank you.
Thank you.